I am currently 6 weeks and 5 days pregnant. I'm feeling okay. I need to keep snacking every now and then to stop my nausea, but it's not too bad. I just kind of feel like I have my period, but I'm not bleeding. And it's not gonna go away anytime soon. So I'm pregnant for the first time in my life. It is something I've kind of wanted, well, I thought I wanted ever since I was younger, which I think was influenced by growing up in a big family, which is cool and everything. But even if, whatever reason it was, maybe I felt like I had to have kids, but at the end of the day, I wanted kids either way. So, it was pretty exciting when I found out. Like, me and my partner weren't preventing completely, probably as well as we should have, but it was still a surprise, which is interesting because I used to kind of think like if you're not like doing 100% to prevent, it's like how can you not be surprised if you get pregnant? But you really don't think it's gonna happen. You get surprised. I don't know. I was surprised, especially because there was times I thought I might have been and I wasn't. So just kind of felt like it wasn't gonna happen, and it's not like we're not in the most ideal situation to have a kid, but we're not in like a horrible situation to have a kid. So we have our worries, but we're genuinely excited, and I think it's going to mature us more than we are. But I'm actually not the first one to have children. My eldest sister got married and has 2 kids, and I've got 7 sisters. And the sister after me, she's had a kid. I kind of feel like it has been my turn, and I got told in my family that people would always think that I'd have the first kid, but I didn't. And I didn't really have the chance to. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, I feel like I could have easily just kind of like accidentally gotten myself pregnant at a younger age or something, but I kept my virginity for a long time. So I've only been with my partner, which I think is the best thing that I've ever decided to do to like keep it, and I'm really grateful that I didn't give in to anyone else who I had been with previously, because basically every single previous person I've been with has not been the best, to say the least. And the reason I first decided to keep my pureness was because it was based on Christianity. And the whole like saving yourself for marriage thing, because I did grow up as a Christian. But even when I kind of stopped believing in that, I still wasn't just gonna give it away. So I still held on to that, and I'm glad I did. I've ended up being with my best friend, which I know everyone says, and that's cool. People find their best friend and they get with them and stuff. But like genuinely, ever since we met each other, we talked every day. We didn't think we'd get together. Everyone pushed it, and we're always like, no, we are just friends. and we'd always go on rants about how everyone was annoying, and like we really weren't interested in each other because he was with people and I was hooked on to somebody, which is funny, but so we always kind of had somebody else. But obviously eventually, you know, we'd also gone through a lot together with different stuff. In like 4 years later, I feel like so like we basically had a good stability of 4 years before we really started to fall for each other. And I think we definitely grew in the 4 years from when I first met him and then when we both started to fall for each other. So I think that was really good in the timing. I mean, it wasn't because I was in WA and he was not in WA. But I mean, we just like online. We had to be online and come to see me whenever he could, and I'd come and visit whenever I could. But it's finally got to the moment where I'm living in Melbourne with him, and it's really great because I've kind of felt like my life has been on pause for a long time, and I wouldn't be able to have the things I wanted. I was getting worried about my age, which is stupid, I know. But when you come from a family who have had children at a young age, your mother had children at a young age, your auntie had children at a young age, your cousins had children at a young age, you've had so many people ask you when you're going to have a kid, and, you know, they expect it, and, you know, it made me expect it, and I kind of would always be sad that I'd never even had a chance to have a kid, and I had whatever, but like I didn't know when life was going to work out for me, you know, because like everyone around me was having all this stuff I wanted, but it's like I finally have it now, and I know I don't seem like I'm that happy. It's more like it almost is like it hasn't really sank in. Like I haven't had a lot of moments to just kind of sit and be like, oh shit, like I'm with my partner, I'm now pregnant, we're gonna be a family. Like we already are a family, like especially that my family has accepted him and his family has accepted me, and this has been really good. But it's like now we're gonna be having our own kind of family. And it's, even though this is what I wanted, it's weird to think about. It's like, oh shit, you know? And I've never really been a big responsive person. Especially lately, because I've just got over having really bad sickness, like nothing to do with pregnancy. Like I did get morning sickness as well, and I've been feeling like, you know, all these weird pains that I was worried about at first as well. But I'm glad my friend told me that they're all normal, and she was worried, because I was just kind of like, huh. But yeah, I'm just so grateful, and it's just like crazy. I'm really happy. Like I said, I'm not really like a jump up and down person, but I feel it, you know. I don't know. I'm pregnant, but at the same time I do feel a bit guilty because I know a lot more people had a lot more of a challenge to, you know, fall pregnant and stuff. And it's really tough, you know, and it really is hard to know what it's like unless you're in their shoes. And I mean, really, it's like the pain of not being able to have a kid when you want is hard enough. But at least I knew it was because, well, it's not like, you know, I wasn't active and trying and with someone. But to like be settled down with someone and you've been trying for a long time, and then like, why am I so lucky to get pregnant before that person? It makes me feel a bit guilty. But I do know that, like, I'm not gonna let that weigh away my happiness as well at the same time. I feel bad, but I am happy that I'm pregnant. Because I do kind of feel like I was like I said before, I wanted to have a baby before I was 30. So I'm happy about that. I mean, I'm still in the first trimester. I'd hate to think if it wasn't sticky, you know. But everything feels good. I've had no issues so far, but I'm only really early, like almost 7 weeks. So that's pretty early, really. I don't know. So hopefully all is well. Yeah, so I just wanted to make a little vlog video, I guess, about some of my thoughts. Yeah. I want to document my pregnancy, so I want to make little vlog things whenever I can. It's kind of awkward because I don't like talk. I'm already trying to get comfortable with talking in front, like with something like my phone. So it's a bit more uncomfortable when there's people home. My partner isn't home and most people in the house aren't, so kind of just sneak in some little talking sessions every now and then. And I don't have some of my immediate family around, so I think it would be good for them to see what's on my mind. If you're pregnant, give me advice because I think I need it. Yeah. What was it like for you in your first trimester? So far it just feels like I'm on my period, but I'm not bleeding, so